Hey everybody. Well, today I got a package in the mail. And this package would of course be my new camera. And this would be the Panasonic Lumix FZ200 bridge digital camera. Now I say bridge digital camera because this is intended to be a camera that operates in terms of features and build and performance like something that is between a simple point and shoot and a digital SLR camera. The camera I'm using right now, the camera that this one will be replacing, is the Canon PowerShot SX210IS. And as nice a little camera as this is, I'm telling you, if half of what I've read and seen about this camera online is valid, is true, if all the videos and pictures I've seen from this thing are as good as they look, this thing blows this Canon completely out of the water. It's no contest. This thing is really awesome. But I won't get into too many of the specifics in this video because I want to save that for a different video, perhaps even a comparison video between these two cameras. But whatever I do and whenever I do it, right now all I wanted to do was an unboxing video for this thing, since I figured I can't recall anybody else who's made one for this camera on YouTube. And I figured, what the hey, new gear like this deserves a proper introduction. So let's get at it. Got the brand name there, the model number, it's black, it's capable of shooting AVCHD format videos in full HD at 60 frames per second at its best. That lends to every video that you shoot a very smooth, vivid motion, and it really helps the look of the video. And it's got a great optical image stabilization that really helps with a zoom like on this camera. The zoom, I believe, is a 24 times optical zoom, and it's really pretty impressive. Here, yes, are most of these stats. So not bad, not bad. Then side of the box is some technical details, brand names, barcode, more general information and things. And here's what comes in the box as in terms of a readout. You got the camera itself, battery pack, and charger. I would have gotten an AC cable, but apparently they don't give that to US or Canada. Anyway, we get a USB connection cable, CD-ROM, containing, I think, some photo software, as well as perhaps some of the instruction manual. You get a lens cap and a string to attach that to the camera itself, a lens hood, which is pretty nice to get that for free, and a shoulder strap, and of course some simple owner's instruction manual thing. And apparently this camera is also capable of shooting pictures and, if I'm not mistaken, video in 3D. However, you need the right TVs and hardware to make any use of that, so I doubt this is a feature I'd use very much. But for those of you who would, it's there. And that is just one of so many, many, many good things there are to say about this camera. But before I do any of that, let's crack the box open and see what we got. First of all, on the side here, here's our lens shroud, lens hood. Pretty nice. Then, what else? Oh, this would be the lens cap. And the string is in there too. I won't bother unpacking that right now. Oops. We got the battery charger. That's nice. And then just to plug that in the wall there. And of course, the battery. Now I hear that this is a pretty decent battery. Gets a good number of shots in before you have to recharge it. And the number for this, if I can find it, here it is. It's that code right above my finger. So if you want to order a spare, you type in that code and find any battery packs with that name on it, and it should be the same. Anyway, there is one of the CDs, I think. This would be Silky Picks. And this is intended to convert raw pictures, raw file format pictures, into JPEG. And yes, this camera can shoot in RAW, which is something that more serious photographers seem to enjoy. And here's the owner's manual for advanced features. I guess they do this to save on paper. I don't mind, actually. A lot of people complain that there isn't a full owner's manual. I actually kind of prefer this. Saves paper, saves space. You don't have to lose a manual or keep track of it. And yet, they do give you a small one just to get you started. And I won't go reading into it too much. I think it's all sealed up anyway. But there it is. And I believe that's everything except for the camera itself. But let me check. Nope, a couple more things. We have the strap, shoulder strap, and a USB cable. And now that, I think, is everything. So, there she is. Very, very nice feel. One thing I like about this camera, if I can get it open, it's got a flip out LCD. And it flips around so that if I'm doing a self-portrait or a video where I'm at my table, I can have the screen facing forward. Something I definitely missed on this Canon here, since that LCD is stationary. You get a nice look at that Leica lens, and there's something very special about this lens. It's capable of holding its f2.8 aperture throughout the entire zoom length. Now, that has a couple implications. One, it allows you to have brighter pictures at higher zoom lengths. Other cameras, more point and shoot cameras, they have a limitation in how low you can set your ISO numbers once you start zooming in. Having this ability to have it at full zoom is something that I hear only certain advanced like digital SLR lenses are capable of. And what's more, that f2.8 aperture controls your depth of field, even across the entire zoom. If you know how some pictures have the subject up close and sharp, but the background just behind them is blurred so that your subject stands out a lot more, that is all to do with aperture and range and zoom and focus. And having that short, or that low 2.8 aperture, allows you to have that effect at any zoom length, which again, most cameras are not able to do unless they are more advanced. Something else that's kind of nice about this is you get this zoom rocker on the side of the lens, so that it can be held and operated a little more like an SLR, which is pretty nice. It's got an electric viewfinder, hot shoe. It does have its own pop-up flash. And there you see the microphones for left and right stereo in video mode. And you have a dedicated video mode button right there. And your scene mode dial, your on and off switch, function buttons, and another zoom rocker if you prefer this, your shutter, the loops for the shoulder straps, and your directional keypad, display button, another function button, your playback button, your delete button or your menu button. Just tons and tons and tons of good features are inside this camera. And I'm quite happy to have this. So, there you go. That is my new camera, the Panasonic Lumix FZ200. Quite possibly the best bridge camera on the market today. And to show what I mean, I'll be doing a future video to show off all that this little thing can do, and to compare it again with my Canon. So I hope that this video has been helpful to whoever watched it, and anyway, I guess that's all for now. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, I'll catch you later, everybody.